wanted to do for a while. The series is Minecraft tips and tricks. And for the first video, we're going to be talking about a thing that gets everyone riled up. I believe. It takes hours and hours to learn, a lot of progress. This is going to be a first part for like survival base or smaller structures. This is not going to be for huge bases. That will be in a later video. But as you can see behind me, first topic we're doing is roofs. Big thing, goes on every base. Minecraft base cannot be completed without one. So let's get into it. Okay, so for the first one is a typical, I would say, starter base. This was alright for like the first night, if you can even get this far. This is the worst one out of every single one. Would not recommend this. And I call it 2 block high flat roof. So this means you cannot jump in it. It's very limited in space. It is just the worst one. I would highly not recommend this. But for the next one, you've got more of this is a 3 block high flat slab roof. So this is made off of slab. So you got 3 normal blocks and a slab. This is the one that I'd recommend for the first bait, like the first night, whatever, because the blocks that you put here can be turned into slabs and placed onto here. That's just what I'd recommend. You don't have to follow any of this, but I'd highly recommend it. You've got a jumping room, which means you can have, if I can find it, chests. Oh, forgot you can't have an S, but this one you can have 2 stacks of chests, and you can access them. Yeah, there you go, so you can access 2 ways of chests, but if you go look on the first one, you can only have 1, because look at this. Can't get to the top one, but you can still access the bottom one. This is why I just recommend go through 3 block high. This is the same floor space as the first one. Every single one of these builds, all of these have the exact same floor space. This next one is one that I would more recommend. It's still a very early game design. Honestly, it's one of the worst looking ones in my opinion. But it's a 3 block high cone roof. You can do this. I would recommend this design more as in a circular build. So if you want to look over here, this type of build, so this. Oh god, you get the idea. This type of style. This is more of a cylindrical shape. Tower. This is more for a tower build. That is what I would recommend for that. Then you've got 3 blocks of usable space. You can delete these inner blocks. Damn. Yeah, you can delete these inner blocks. Apparently not that inner block. God, it's been a while since I made this one. But yeah, you've got this extra bit of room. You can put some barrels in. You can get these barrels. You could put them in the roof for some extra storage, or you can do furnaces, etc. Need them really. But this one is just a bit more of a friendly design, especially like the first couple nights. But again, would not highly recommend this one. This one is probably going to start getting to more of your mostly seeing. So A-frame 3 block high. I'm going to see 3 block high of usable space. This would class as a 4 block, but I'm just calling it 3 block because you can jump, stuff like that, not adding the roof. Technically, this is a 5 block high. You can add barrels, whatever you want up here. Add just a lot more usable space with the same floor space. If you go over to this next one, you've got 3 blocks high, slanted. This one is, to me, more of like, I relate this to more factory style. Really cool. These are basic designs. These are without all the extra overhang, all of that distracted from the actual how simplistic it is. This is I would call both 3 block high. What's up here? You've still got all this extra space up here, which is cool. You add some chests, barrels, things like that. You can have chests if you want all the way up. Look at the 4 sections of chests here, 3, 2, etc. Really good. This is a really good for small scale or factory. So this is an alright design. These two are good for. It really depends on the style of build. I call this a barn roof. Again, 3 blocks high before you hit. Oh, 4 blocks. Never mind. And then you got 2 extra blocks up here. So if you wanted, you could add. Let me get some slabs. You could add like a slabbed area, add a bit of a ladder. So if you added a roof here, you could add a ladder. Damn. Oh, there we go. Okay. You could add like a bit of like a ladder going up. And then you got a whole like what I would class as an extra room. You add some storage up here, whatever you want to add up here, you could do it. You could have that as the bedroom and then this down as like the workshop area. Just gonna finish this off. It really annoyed me if I didn't. But this one is really good for barns, things like that. Would not recommend this on a base this small. It doesn't look right. This is another one that doesn't really work on a thing this small. This is just to show the general style. I call this like an extended A-frame. These aren't the technical terms, but I like to call it an extended A-frame. So high A-frame, 3 blocks high. Technically, this is a lot more, but again, you can use the same principle as before with the ladder, and then have all that this extra space with an even thing where you can put even more storage, like barrels up there, chests, or again a bedroom, whatever you want to do. These these are the very basics without the overhangs. Sorry for rushing through this. You can pause the video at any point. So if you want to copy any of these, I would not recommend copying this one. But yeah, in general, you can. I would recommend them not copying these designs and the next set, which I'm going to show you, which are the same general designs, but on a much more detailed version. So starting back, the first one is literally the same. I just copy and pasted that. This one, yeah, just literally added an overhang on it. Makes it look a bit more tolerable in my opinion from down here. You could make this work in certain senses. Then you got your cone roof. This just makes it look more like a build. It does work as well. I personally think it looks alright. This one as a starter base. Again, you can take some of the roof out, add barrels up there, whatever you want to do. This is just extended detail, but not necessary. Let me fix that. The A-frame roof. This is a much better version of this and more aesthetically pleasing, whatever. This one, more what I would recommend you do. Looks good on this type of scale. I really like this one. This is my top design for like literally the first few days of the world. Plenty of storage space. I've lived out of one of these for the first 30 days of a Minecraft. Yeah, 30. As much as it was a chest monster all outside, I still lived in one. Then you've got this next one. This is the slanted roof again, but I've added more onto it, and you can see how this would work more of a factory or on this type of small scale of build. I find it more of a goofy design and really fun. And then this one is the barn one. As you can see how this is more like a barn style roof. I personally quite like this one for any farm builds, things like that. I have one of these on my windmill and barn on my survival world. I really like this one. You've got plenty of high blocks. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call it now. High blocks, because it's not that. Next up, you've got the same design here, just more of an overhang. I really like this one, but to me, it requires a bit more of a bigger build. This one kind of seems top heavy, which it really is. That you walk in and you got all this extra space. Well, it's the same space as the other one, just higher. Just a tiny bit higher because yeah, you can see it anyway. Um, but overall, these are the main designs. These are very basic designs for a small starter house. So if you want to copy these, you've got this one to give you some good looks at them. You know, there we go. You can have a better look at the general designs. Top one here, I personally believe. Just a simple overhang really makes a difference on roofs. But you can see the general concept. Now let's move over to this bit of a bigger build. I personally designed this to to allow you to see this in different types of roofs in a an actual build, because you wouldn't build a survival house literally just over one block. You'd at least make the roof out of spruce or something, as a trim, maybe anything. But this is a house that I designed. Trust me, over the videos, tips and tricks, I will be adding detail to this. I will be slowly working on this house through the tips and tricks. But anyway, so the roof general design. This is a basic A-frame. You can see it. I've used A-frame quite a lot on this house. I find it a very useful thing. It's a very basic one, but at the same time, it can make or break a build. I love this design. This is a really nice house in my opinion. Glad I built this. Then you've got a general slanted roof. You can just see that is that. So a little greenhouse area, whatever you want to call this, like a shed, something. You've got this, which is a curved version of these two here. Let me just give me back my hands. So it's a curved version of these two here, put into a bit of a bigger scale here. Also, this is more of a cone shape, just curved. A nice like top area of the house, tower. I really like this design. Personally think this is one of the better ones. So this is just to show you what a house can look like. When you use these roofs, they can make or break a build. Unfortunately, I've not got representations of these ones as they require a bit more of a bigger build. And generally, I just don't really have the time to make 20 different builds to represent every single different type of roof. To me, this gives you a general idea of what different things could be. Also, in a future videos, we'll be going over things like this: gradients, walls, shaping, layout, interiors. Because right now, I'm not gonna lie to you, if I break into this through the top, I haven't built an interior. A huge amount of space, but with no interior. I personally think this will make a great survival build, to be honest. But that's my opinion. Let me out. Let me out. So, in general, these are the type of things. So, building them. So, for this, it's literally just slabs. It's literally just a few slabs. Again, slabs. But for this one, so this, then you can do this, and then add another one. And you can work this on staircases or roofs. That is its general design. This one is just a flat roof, literally. This one sure you can all figure this one out, but it's just that's the level. Stair, stair, upside down stair, stair, upside down stair. And for the top bit, when you actually reach the top, a really good bit is this. You can use a slab then to give that little bit of elevation on the top. And you can get a really nice design, build a bit of a wall into it, build a bit of a wall, and there you go. Then you've got this one again, which is a similar concept to that one, where it's just literally just slabs stacked on an angle like that until you reach a point where you want to stop, and then you just bring it back in pretty much. Also, again, general thing, wall, wall there, and then you just build the roof like this. Really simple and easy designs these. Comment down below if you want to see pretty much more complicated versions of these, things like that. This one, damn, okay. This one is just literally just this. I've done that wrong as well. So just this, because I can't even build it right. So when you reach a certain point, when you're happy with the curve, you just do this. There you go. Add that nice curve, and you just pretty much do it the same on the other side. And again, you add your wall in, because you can't just have the builds. Well, you can, but it won't look very good if there's no wall and it's just a frame on the top. Then for this one, again, similar, except you're not adding this curved point at the top, you just continuing until it meets up with the other point. So keep doing it wrong. There you go, and then I'd recommend doing a bit of a staircase like this, and then you can just go straight into it, but it doesn't look as good. And it's just then it's just that. There you go, and again, wall. Generally easy designs. So if you want to see this, if you want to have a look at this yourself, comment down below if you want to get a will download. Because if you do, I can make a Discord server or something. You can go on and download the world file. This will be constantly getting added to, and it will be a free download if you do want one. I will not charge for my building services to help you get an idea of how to build. It's an essential skill which makes and breaks the game for absolutely everyone. So if you want it, comment down below. I'll create a Discord server where you can get downloads from, and you can get alerted every time that I upload. So for every single thing. Next up, we'll probably be doing something like walls, because we've done the roof that goes on them, but you need how to build a wall. You can see general ideas, but you want to try and get a gradient, which we will be going over. We won't be going over things like world for a while, because this is more of survival, but we will go over it eventually. All aspects of Minecraft. Okay, so as I was saying, all aspects of Minecraft will probably be covered in this series. If you want something else, I can create things, so I'll be prioritizing high demand comments. For example, after this, if you say desperately you want bigger scale roofs for things mega base scale, comment down below and I will push that up the list compared to something which no one has asked for. For example, like if no one wants help with terraforming or breaking down a project into segments, but everyone wants to see how to make a mega roof, I will prioritize the mega roof over the other projects. So just comment down below what you want to see. If you've got any ideas of other basic designer roofs, I will add those in. I will make a part 2 if there's enough of them. I'll make a whole part 2 to this series, like to this thing, sooner. But generally, thank you so much for watching this video. It really helps. I hope you enjoy this. If you want to see more content like this, you can either subscribe or just say I enjoyed it. Like anything. Just to show that you enjoyed the content and you want me to keep creating it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all later. Goodbye.